records, they're meant to be broken. But what happens when the pursuit of greatness pushes a man to his absolute limit? When the need for speed turns into a fatal obsession? This is the tragic story of Donald Campbell, a man who defied death time and time again, only for fate to finally catch up with him in one of the most shocking speed record attempts ever caught on camera. Stick around, because this insane record attempt didn't just push the limits of man and machine, it took a life. To understand Donald Campbell's tragic end, we need to first understand the man himself. Born in 1921, Donald Campbell was the son of speed legend Sir Malcolm Campbell, a man who set numerous land and water speed records in the early 20th century. Speed was in Donald's blood. He grew up watching his father shatter records, pushing the boundaries of what was possible on land and water. But following in his father's footsteps wouldn't be easy. Malcolm Campbell left behind an almost mythical legacy, and Donald, haunted by the need to prove himself, took up the challenge. But he wasn't just handed the title of fastest man on water. No, Donald had to fight for it. Throughout the 1950s, he set numerous water speed records in his famous jet-powered hydroplane, the Bluebird K-7. He faced mechanical failures, near misses, and the constant fear that one wrong move at such speeds could end in disaster. But that fear never stopped him. If anything, it fueled him. By 1964, Campbell became the only person in history to hold both the land and water speed records in the same year. A true champion, but champions always want more. By the mid-1960s, Campbell's thirst for speed remained unquenched. His goal? To break 300 miles per hour on water, something no one had ever done. The place? Coniston Water in England. The machine? The legendary Bluebird K-7? But there was a problem. Funding was drying up, and the world was moving on from the daredevils of the past. In a desperate bid to regain the world's attention and secure his legacy, Campbell decided to make one final attempt at breaking the record. January 4th, 1967, the day that changed everything. It was a crisp morning, and conditions seemed perfect. The plan was simple: 2 runs across the lake, 1 in each direction, as per the official rules. Campbell took off on his first run, reaching an astounding 297 miles per hour. A near-perfect attempt, but now he had to make the return journey. And that's when everything went horribly, horribly wrong. Campbell turned the Bluebird K-7 around and began his return run. But something was off. He was going too fast too soon before giving the water time to settle from the previous pass. The boat hit rough water and disaster struck. The nose of the Bluebird started to rise. It was the nightmare scenario every hydroplane racer feared. The boat flipped violently, launching into the air at over 300 miles per hour before crashing down with unimaginable force. The wreckage sank almost immediately, disappearing beneath the lake's surface. The silence that followed was deafening. Donald Campbell, one of the bravest men to ever live, was gone. The world was in shock. A national hero had perished chasing a dream, a record that would never be his. For years, Campbell's body remained lost beneath the waters of Coniston. It wasn't until 2001, over 3 decades later, that the remains of both the Bluebird K-7 and Donald Campbell himself were recovered. A bittersweet moment, his legacy restored, but the finality of his sacrifice undeniable. His story, once shrouded in tragedy, became one of perseverance, courage, and an unyielding spirit. But what does Campbell's story teach us? That the pursuit of greatness comes at a cost? That some records should remain unbroken? Or that true legends never die? Donald Campbell was more than just a speed record chaser. He embodied the very essence of human ambition. He was a man who believed in pushing past the possible, daring to touch the edges of eternity in the search for greatness. His Bluebird was not merely a machine, it was a symbol of hope, of human ingenuity, and of the relentless pursuit of dreams. Today, his legacy lives on, not just in speed records, but in the spirit of those who dare to push the limits. His Bluebird was rebuilt, his story retold, and his name forever etched in history. His sacrifice was not in vain. It stands as a testament to the undying pursuit of human potential. Donald Campbell remains immortal, not just in memory, but in the hearts of those who continue to chase the impossible. Campbell's tragic accident didn't just leave a void in the racing world, it changed how future record attempts were approached. Safety measures were revolutionized, with new designs incorporating stability improvements, reinforced cockpits, and advanced aerodynamics. Today, hydroplane racing is a different beast, shaped by the lessons learned from Campbell's fateful attempt. Donald Campbell's pursuit of speed was relentless, pushing the limits of human endurance and engineering. His legacy is etched in history, a testament to courage, ambition, and the unyielding desire to go faster than ever before. But was his final record attempt an act of bravery, or was it doomed from the start? Did he knowingly take a risk too great, or was he simply a man driven by an unstoppable dream? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective on Campbell's daring final moments. And if you're fascinated by stories of record-breaking attempts, stay tuned for our next video, where we dive into the life of another fearless daredevil who risked it all for glory. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an incredible story. Until next time, stay curious, stay daring, and remember, the pursuit of greatness always comes at a price.